What if I told you there was a cartridge designed to replace the classic 9mm, but instead ended up being one of the most debated rounds in the history of ammunition? Today, we're talking about the 5.7x28, where it came from, why it was created, and how it almost became the NATO standard. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. Today we will be working with the 5.7 by Ruger, which is a full-size pistol chambered in 5.7x28 with a 20-round mag capacity. And we will also be working with the Ruger LC Carbine, chambered in 5.7x28. Obviously takes the same exact magazines as the pistol. She's a nice handy little package. Stick around. The 5.7x28 cartridge was developed alongside the FN P90 personal defense weapon and later the FN 5.7 pistol. Both were designed to meet a specific NATO request, a replacement for the long-standing 9x19 parabellum round. The goal? A lightweight, high-velocity cartridge capable of penetrating body armor while maintaining controllability and capacity, something traditional handgun rounds struggled with. In the early 2000s, specifically 2002 and 2003, NATO conducted a series of tests comparing two competing cartridges, the 5.7x28mm and Germany's 4.6x30mm, developed by H&K. According to those tests, the 5.7x28 showed superior performance overall. NATO's evaluation group even recommended it as the next standard. But it wasn't that simple. Germany objected to the decision, backing their own 4.6x30mm design. Because of this disagreement, NATO halted the standardization process entirely. It wasn't until 2021 that the 5.7x28 was finally adopted as an official NATO standard. I got 21 in that mag. By 2006, the cartridge and the firearms built around it had already spread worldwide. The FN P90 and the FN 5.7 were in service with the military and law enforcement agencies in over 40 countries. In the United States, agencies like the U.S. Secret Service have also adopted the 5.7x28 firearms, valuing their compact size, low recoil, and high capacity. One of the downfalls of the 5.7x28mm is that the case length is almost 10mm longer than the 9mm, which means that you'll have a wider magazine to fit those rounds, which in turn means that you'll have a wider grip for the firearm, which makes getting a good purchase on a firearm with that wide of a grip a little bit tough for people with smaller hands. My wife. But a really good benefit of the 5.7x28 is that even though it's 50,000 psi in the chamber as compared to the 9mm, which is roughly 35,000 psi in the chamber, it has 30% less recoil. I am a fan of the 5.7x28. It's a great little round and it's carved out a nice little niche for itself. That being said, I can never see it replacing the 5.56 or the 9mm. It's got a grain weight ranging from 27 grain to 55 grain, 40 being the most popular. And with that grain weight, the velocities that it pushes out, the 5.56 can easily match and surpass with double the grain weight. And with modern bullet technology, the 9mm is a very versatile round. It even has armor-piercing rounds that are available to the military and the police. In my opinion, what makes this round really shine are the compact firearms that it's chambered in. Even with the short 5-inch barrel on my Ruger 5.7, she's still pushing 1,700 feet per second with this 40 grain ammo. And with specific ammo, she pushes up to 2300 out of a pistol. And when you switch over to the carbine, you're getting even more velocity, 400 to 500 feet per second. That gives you great armor-piercing capability with such compact firearms. Show off. All right, so now we're gonna see if the energy difference translates onto the water jugs. I'm gonna shoot first with the 5-inch Ruger 5.7 pistol, and then I'll follow up with the carbine and see if there's any translatable difference that you can discern from the 400, 500 foot difference in velocity. That was pretty good. I don't know if you'll notice this now, but this one is moving 400 to 500 feet faster. Wow, and this FN ammo out of this gun has 0 recoil, 0. Right through it a couple times. Yeah, buddy. They went for a ride.
That was good. That was good, Mark. Like they were flying all over.
Yeah, this gun is 0 recoil.
Huh.
0. I mean, I would put this recoil closer to my 1022 than I would to my AR-15. That's the benefit of this round. Your turn.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, that one's fun, right?
Wow.
I think I counted 22 in that mag.
What?
It's supposed to be a 20 round mag. I think I just counted 22.
Oh.
All right.
That was a lot of fun too.
Right?
Wow.
All right, we are back, and that was a great range day with the 5.7 by 28. Today was the first full day of spring up here in New Hampshire, and I just had to break out my Ruger 5.7s today. They are so much fun. Although they're not going to be replacing my 5.56 or my 9mm, they definitely fit into a nice little niche in my life. Let me know down in the comments which camp you're in, 5.7 by 28, 9mm, or 5.56. I definitely know which direction Shannon's leaning in, for a carbine anyways. If you like what you see here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and as always, feel free to comment. Until next time, this is the gun-toting pacifist. Stay active, stay alert, and stay armed. Yeah, buddy.